G'day, and here we are again, exploring Isaiah, End Times Insights. And I brought you to a very special place. Geologically speaking, there is nowhere like this anywhere else in Australia, and one of only 10 sites in the world. Bear with me, because I'm not a geologist bootlace, so I'm only just sharing what I've learned. We are in the middle of our city, Port Macquarie. We have 5 beaches south of here and 3 beaches north of here. Right in the middle is this rocky beach, which very, very few people locally visit. The tourists wouldn't even know it's here. And very few would understand just how geologically significant this place is. Getting a bit windy here, we'll just have to steady it down a bit. Okay. We have, along this coastline, a very common rock around here called serpentinite. And it looks a bit like snakeskin, hence the name, serpentinite. Greenish rock, often with white flecks through it. And they tell us it's magnesium silicate. That's not what makes this place so special. We have here, at this very unique spot, some eclogite, which is okay. Eclogite isn't all that rare. But in amongst the eclogite is a substance called lawsonite. And they tell us, so I have to read it, it is hydrous calcium aluminium silicate. This is the only place in Australia where this is found, they tell us, and one of only 10 in the world. And they say this is one of the oldest sites. I don't see any date stamps, so I don't know how they work that out. Okay, they tell us this is how it's formed. You get a cold oceanic slab of crust, which gets forced down under extreme pressure to the mantle below the crust, which may be 45 to 300 kilometres down. Wow. And then it gets punched up violently. So we have this outcrop here in the middle of our city that speaks upheaval, like nowhere else in Australia. I'll just pan the camera around and let you have a look. You will notice here, and it's particularly noticeable on the beach just around the corner, we have every coloured rock in the rainbow. From all different sizes, huge rocks to little tiny specks. So there's the Pacific Ocean behind me. As I pan around, check out the colours of those rocks. Pity we haven't got some sunshine to highlight it, but anyway. And we'll go right around to the cliff behind me, and you'll see all this serpentinite. Okay. Very special place. And it's a nice resort when the city is full of tourists. Why did I pick this spot? Well, have a listen to what Isaiah had to say. He says it to the house of Jacob. Remember that? Not just Judah and Jerusalem. He's saying it to the house of Jacob. And he says, enter into the rock and hide you in the dust from before the terror of Jehovah and from the glory of his majesty. The lofty eyes of man shall be brought low, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and Jehovah alone shall be exalted in that day. That's verse 10 and 11 of Isaiah 2. Now, every translation I pick up uses the word terror for the Hebrew pakad. I think that's how you say it. But KJV decides to use the word fear, which doesn't really convey the correct meaning. Pakad means terror, terror of Jehovah. Now, we have 90,000 people living in this government area. We have a few sea caves. You wouldn't want to hide in them. There's one around the corner, it might fit a dozen people standing up. There's another one further north, and you wouldn't go hiding there or you'd be drowned. And there's some caves way up in the mountains. 90,000 people. Where would you hide 90,000 people? I found out yesterday that 200 years ago, the convicts were put to work digging tunnels under the city, but they've lost the maps. So that's not much help. Okay, we're going to find out a bit more about this terror in our next video. On a brighter note, one day I agreed to bring 70 people along this rocky beach on the condition that 3 guys help me in high-vis vests with radios, and it went very well. Don't have to be mad, but it helps. So, hope you enjoyed Rocky Beach, and we'll see you next time.